Alright, Flutes, here's the last part of Carol of the Bells, the last three selections here, and these are probably the trickiest selections of your whole concert. So I'm going to take these a little bit slower, and I'm going to go over some practice techniques of how to work these out too. So here's measure 85 to 89. We'll start with the first flute part. Starts on your high E flat, down to D flat, back up to E flat, and back down to C. Be sure you're using the right fingerings, right? High E flat includes your A flat key so it comes out. Otherwise, it's really out of tune, and it's really hard to get it up to that octave as well. So here we go, 85 to 89. 2, 3, 1. All right, and then here's the second flute part. Starts on your C, down to B flat, back up to C, and then down to G. 1, 2, 3, 1, ready. And you hear my tone was all over the place on that one. I missed some of the notes. My embouchure wasn't set the right way. I wasn't supporting enough with my air. We're going to do that one more time. 1, 2, 3, 1, ready. Much cleaner that time. I got my lips wet, which helps. Dry lips don't really work. I really focused on what it should sound like, where my C was and where my G was, and everything worked really well. Okay, skipping ahead to 93 to 97. These passages are pretty tricky. So first flutes, we're going to start with the first line. Starting on your G. Here's my suggestion for you. You have G, A natural, B natural, and C. We're going to start with just those four notes, and we're going to build this line one note at a time. So here's your first four notes. Now, for your B natural, remember, the trick here is in the thumb key. If you're used to playing your B flat with both of these keys down, this isn't going to work right now. You need to play it with only the long key, not the little bubble key, because if you play it with both of them, it's going to come out B flat no matter what you do. You have to play it with this one. It's going to be G, A natural, B natural. That's because I have only this one pressed. Okay, here we go. G, A, B, C. Now I'm going to add the D flat to it. Not too bad yet. Now we're going to add the E flat to it. Again. And then one more time. And I'm kind of clipping through this pretty quickly, but the trick here is, not the trick, but the rule of thumb is, if you can play something 5 times in a row with no mistakes, then you have it. All right, so if you're building this line and you're working on it, and you can hit it 4 times in a row, but then on the 5th one you make a mistake, start it over. You want 5 times in a row, no mistakes. So I've played G, A natural, B natural, C, D flat, E flat. Now I'm going to add the F. Again. All right, and I need to do that a few more times because it wasn't clean. One last time. So I'm up to the F. Now I have to go from the F to the G, which is going to sound like this. So I'm going to start from the beginning, and I'm going to add just the G. I'm not going to come back down to the F yet. I'm going to go G, A, B, C, D flat, E flat, F, G. Yeah, I'm missing the G. I'm not focusing when I get to the top. We're going to do that again. There it is. Now I'm going to go back and I'm going to add the F to it. I went to the F instead of the E flat first. I missed the pinky here, which is why that E flat didn't come out. Okay, here we go. that 2 more times. There it is. Okay, so I built it note by note, and I went through that really, really quickly. That was about 2 minutes that I spent on those 2 measures. If you spend 5 to 10 minutes on it, you'll be fine. Second flutes, we're going to do the same thing for you. This starts on your E flat to the F to the G to the A flat. We're going to start there, and then we're going to build it note by note. So up to the A flat, now we're going to add the B flat to it. Now we're going to add the C. I missed the B flat. Now I'm going to add the D flat to it. We're up to the D flat. Now we need to add the E flat, high E flat with the pinky here. Completely missed that one. All right, and then we're going to come back to the D flat and to the C and complete the line. One last time. Okay, and this method that I went through with building this line note by note doesn't work for only this part here. Any section you're having trouble with, start with what you can play, add one note, or go to the end of the line and work backwards. All right, the very last section that we need to work on is 137 to 145. So 137 has trills for everybody. This is a C to a D flat trill. So all you need to do is play your C. Okay, so I'm going to take this in time at 137. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 1, ready. Okay, and then from 141 to 145, I just needed to turn my page here, otherwise I wouldn't have been able to read all of it.